What's up, everybody? It is a couple minutes after 7. We are live. How's everybody out there doing? Hold on one second. I just forgot to... Okay, I don't know if that screwed up the live stream, but I'm here. I had to go get my links, which I'm going to put in the comment section right now. Boom. There they are. I'm going to pin them to the top. Pin comment. Cool. We're good. How is everybody doing? The reason why I'm doing this live stream right now is because we have a brand new video dropping this Friday at 9 a.m. It's Wednesday now, in case you didn't know, which means tomorrow's Thursday, which means the day that follows that is Friday, which means I'm going to be dropping another new video. So this is the third video in our sort of 3-week experience, our 3 weeks of cherry pie, our 3 weeks of doing things completely different. So this Friday, 9 a.m., brand new video. And I gotta say, No Good Bastards was really different. Church was kind of different. This video that I'm dropping on Friday is, without a doubt, the most different video and the most different song out of this entire 3-week experiment that we've been doing together. So this is probably the most different song that I've ever released since you guys knew about me. So this Friday, 9 a.m., brand new video. It is, like I said, the weirdest one of them all. It's my favorite video and my favorite song out of these three, personally. Which probably means everybody else is going to hate it, because every time I really like something, it seems like nobody else does. So this Friday, 9 a.m., brand new music video. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., I'm dropping the artwork for this music video. So if you guys want to know what the song's about, kind of what the vibe of the video is going to be, meet me here, right here tomorrow at 9 a.m. and I will be dropping the artwork, and you'll see the title of the song, you'll see who's on the song, and you'll see what the song's going to be all about. So that's tomorrow at 9 a.m. Music video drops Friday at 9 a.m. I'm really, really excited. As always, there is 2 ways to see the music video before anybody else. I'm just going to make sure that I put the links in the comments here. Boom. So there are 2 ways to see the new video before anybody else. That is A, join the Hangover Gang newsletter, or B, subscribe to my YouTube channel. The links to do both of those things are pinned in the comment section. So if you want to join the Hangover Gang newsletter or you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, just click the link and click one of the links in the comment section, and you'll be good to go. So P.S. we're about to jump into a question and answer. If you guys have any questions, anything that you've been dying to know, anything that you're just thinking about now, anything interesting, funny, silly, serious, whatever the case may be, if you have any questions at all, drop them in the comment section. I'm going to start burning through the comments here in about 30 seconds and start answering as many as I can. But new video, Friday morning, 9 a.m. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., we're dropping the artwork. Join the Hangover Gang newsletter. Subscribe to YouTube. That's how you see the video before anybody else. If you join the Hangover Gang newsletter, that's where I always send the early access to music videos there. That's also where I send promo codes for hangovergang.com, so you can get deals on merch or autographed albums. It's also where I send the free MP3 downloads. It's also where I send early access to tour tickets. So join the Hangover Gang newsletter. New video Friday, blah, blah, blah. Artwork drops tomorrow. Yo, I got to say this real quick. I don't know if you guys saw my post from yesterday, but the Billboard charts came in, and No Good Bastards ended up charting on 7 Billboard charts and got 2 number 1s. We charted at number 1 in rock digital sales, and we charted number 1 in alternative digital sales. So we got number 1 on 2 different Billboard charts in 2 different genres that aren't even my genre. Like, I don't know if people really understand how crazy it is, but a rapper just charted at #1 on the rock Billboard charts and #1 on the alternative Billboard charts. And that's amazing. We've got we've charted a lot on Billboard with rap songs, but to be able to chart in the rock category and the alternative category, that's like super special. I wanted more than anything to be able to get on Billboard for my girlfriend and my best friend who have been in the last 2 videos with me. And I just really wanted to be able to present them with a Billboard plaque at some point in time. And you guys made that possible. So that's a very important thing. I also posted about that yesterday. But I have to just give a massive, massive, massive shout out to all you guys. I know that it's super annoying when I get on Facebook and in my Facebook story or on Instagram in my Instagram stories, and every single day I'm saying, guys, please go watch this video. Go share this video. Go download this song on iTunes. Stream it on Spotify. Download it wherever you download music. I know that stuff gets tired. I hate doing it. I hate feeling like I'm annoying you guys. It sucks. And I'm sure that you guys are annoyed because I'm annoyed at myself a lot of the time. But the thing is this. As an independent artist, I don't have a record label. I don't have a manager. I don't have a publicist. I don't have a PR team. I don't have marketing budgets. I don't have billboards in Times Square. I don't got planes flying in the sky writing my links in smoke. I don't got posters up around the city. I don't got radio. I don't have none of that. All I have is you guys and access to you guys through things like this, through social media. So all I can do when a new song comes out is sort of plead with you guys and badger you guys to watch and share and download and stream and blah, 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 blah. And I hope at this point in time, in regards to how annoying I am, I hope you can see that all the people out there, if you're watching this right now, if you saw me come on the internet and say, watch this, share this, stream this, download this, and you went and did it, look what you guys did. 7 Billboard charts and 2 #1s on No Good Bastards. And that's literally all because of you guys. That was your legwork. That was your hard work. All I did was make the song, shoot the video, and put it out into the world. You guys are the ones that watched it and shared it and streamed it and downloaded it. And you guys are the ones that got those Billboard plaques for us. So part of me feels like when those Billboard plaques get to the house, like they shouldn't hang on my walls. They should be hanging on your walls because you guys did that. And as much as you guys want to tell me congratulations, I want to tell you congratulations. Because as an independent artist, my machine does not work without you guys. You guys are the fuel. You're the gasoline that lights the fire. And that fire's grown so big and it's burning so hot that we got 7 Billboard spots and 2 #1s for one song in rock and alternative, which isn't even what we do. So I know that there's people in these big boardrooms, like that marketing directors that are working for the Cardi B's and the Nicki Minaj's and the Lil Nas X's of the world. And I know that there's people in those boardrooms, they got to just be tearing their hair out because they can't figure out, why do we have millions and millions of dollars put behind these artists' songs, and this Tom MacDonald kid who's independent is knocking us all off the iTunes charts. He's getting #1 on Billboard. I know they must be furious. And they're not just furious at me, they're furious at you guys because you guys are the ones sharing and downloading and streaming. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. I love you. I somehow want to put Billboard plaques on your guys' walls. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I think when they get to the house, I might take them out of the glass and like photocopy them and then print like 10,000 copies and then start putting them in with your guys' albums or your guys' t-shirts or whatever, because I want everybody to have a Billboard plaque that they can put on their walls because that was your guys' hard work. And I don't know of another way that I could thank you adequately. So yeah, that was with No Good Bastards. Obviously, we dropped Church last week. and it seemed like that song really touched a lot of people, and a lot of people really loved that record, and a lot of people just thought it was a really powerful song. So Church is still out there. It's still floating around on the iTunes charts. It's still on YouTube, obviously. Now that you guys know what type of impact you're having, now that you guys hopefully understand that it's because of you that we're getting on the Billboard charts, now that you know that it actually works and I'm not just hassling you to watch and share and download for no reason, now that you know it works, I hope that you're also motivated to please go watch and share the Church video like crazy. Download it on iTunes. That's the biggest one. If you haven't downloaded it on iTunes, please do that. If you don't have an iPhone, you can literally download it from anywhere that you download music. Amazon or Google Play, YouTube Music, whatever. Whatever you use to download music, download Church. Stream it for free on Spotify. Share the hell out of the video. Like I've said before, every view on the video, every stream of the song, and every download of the song, all this stuff combined determines where we chart on the Billboard charts. So yeah, now that you see how well that actually works and that we're actually making a dent in the music industry, which is really crazy, I hope that's a motivating factor and makes the people who maybe just thought I was being annoying for no reason, I hope it helps instill a little confidence in them. So please go download the Church song, watch the Church video, and share it like crazy. Stream it on Spotify. But that's not why we're here. I just wanted to say thank you for the Billboard thing. I'm going to jump into the comment section right now and answer as many questions as I can. If you guys have questions, start pumping them into the comment section right now. And I'm going to answer as many as I can. So new video Friday, 9 a.m. The artwork for that video drops tomorrow at 9 a.m. Like I said, this is the most different video out of the entire bunch. This is the last video of our 3-week experience. That's it. Then I'm done with the experimental stuff and the rock stuff and the different type of music. It was a 3-week thing, and then I'm out and I'm back to the rap stuff. So this Friday, 9 a.m., it's our last kick at the can. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to hate it because I really like it, and it's probably the last thing that they'd expect me to make. But I'm really excited about it nonetheless. That's Friday, 9 a.m. Tomorrow the artwork drops. Join the Hangover Gang newsletter. Subscribe to YouTube. Let's jump into the comments right now, and I will answer as many as I can. Okay. Let me just answer as many questions. I'm going to start flipping through right now. Well, this is kind of like, I just talked about this, but CJ Ann Ferris says, is your music available on platforms other than iTunes? My music's available on all platforms across the board. Any platforms that you use to download or stream music, my music is there. So the answer is yes. Sue Brown says, what was the Bible verse you were reading in the video Church? Was it just random? Yeah, it was just a random verse, honestly. Nova and I were shooting B-roll at that time. So the actual full shot was I take the Bible, put it on the ground real fast, open it up, and start flipping through pages and running my finger across the pages. It was just B-roll shots. And then the only part of that B-roll that actually made it into the video was my finger skimming it across the page. So I'm not exactly sure what that particular passage was. Layla Ashburn says, do you still struggle with alcoholism? Church is seriously my story. I've been clean off drugs for 4 years, and this last year has me diving into alcohol, and I hate it. Well, congratulations on being clean off drugs for 4 years. That's incredible. 4 years might as well be a lifetime. That's amazing. Good for you. Do I still struggle with alcoholism? No, not really. And a lot of people have a misconception. They think that like I'm still like 100% totally clean and sober, which I'm not. But I haven't had a drink in probably like 8 or 10 months at this point. Like I I don't crave it. I don't need to have a drink. If something amazing happens in life, and I had a half a glass of champagne like 10 months ago or something. So if something really incredible happens and we want to celebrate, I'll have like a half a glass of champagne or something really chill like that, or maybe like a beer or something. But it doesn't set me off. It's not something that I'm chasing. I don't need to get drunk. I'm just over that. Drinking like literally almost killed me. It led to the worst 9 months of my life, where I literally considered committing suicide every single day for 9 months. And after you face something like that and you kind of figure out what you're made of, you don't ever need to go back into the darkness to test that or antagonize that particular demon ever again. So yeah, I almost died. I got away from it. I've never gone back. It's no big deal. But I still remember that struggle like it was yesterday. That's the thing about songs like Church. Like, you can't write a song like Church. You can't write a song about going through hell unless you've actually been there and came back. So I remember it like it was yesterday. I think about it every single day of my life. Anytime I consider making a stupid decision or having a drink or something, I remember those 9 months and how I almost didn't make it out. So am I actively struggling right now? Not in any like drinking when I don't want to be drinking type of way. But it's something that'll stick with me forever. I'm going to be an old man thinking about this stuff every single day still. So Kevin Mercier says, question here for you, Tom. Is there any vids on the way, like ghost stories, or you don't plan it for now? I don't really understand that question, but I'm just going to assume that you're asking if there's any videos from the Ghost Stories album coming. And there's not. That album's done for me. Maybe at some point in time we might do one or two, but I've moved on. I'm doing new videos to new songs now. I'm working on my next solo album, which I'm very, very excited about. It was crazy. At the beginning of this year, I told Nova, I'm going to write the best album of my life this year. And I can confidently say right now that I have not disappointed myself. I'm so, so happy. I cannot wait to give you guys this next solo album. It is the best thing I've ever done in my life. I cannot wait. And I'll be shooting videos for that instead of old albums. I'm just flipping through here looking for some questions. Kevin McCog says, can you give me some insight into Disgusting? Sorry if you've already talked about it. So Disgusting was a song off of one of my last albums. It was either on Gravestones or Flowers for the Dead. Not really that big of a story behind that one, man. I write a lot of like topic-driven songs and politically charged songs and songs about social issues and you know, songs about mental health, songs about addictions. I make topic-based songs lately. And sometimes you just don't want to make a topic-based song. So for the song Disgusting, just like the title says, I made a whole song of just the most rancid, disgusting, rotten bars that I could possibly think of. And it started off as kind of like a joke. I was like on the phone with my homie or on the phone or talking to my homie driving in a car, and we just started going back and forth just saying this rank shit. And it started with smorgasbord was the word that we were rhyming with. And he said, oh, I want a smorgasbord. And I said, I want a smorgasbord of what was it? I want a smorgasbord of gorgeous whores to roll with me in stolen Fords, overweight and 44 and going gray, or overweight with open sores and going gray at 44. Break into a morgue and cut up corpses with a golden sword. and show up the next day at court showing no remorse, or like some shit. It was just like the craziest, most outlandish, disgusting rhymes that we could think of. And then I was like, this is great. I'm going to make a song out of it. And then I made a song called Disgusting, and it's just the most disgusting shit I could think of. So there you have it. Pretty easy. Somebody, Elena Benefield says, where's the little man Naz? Can we get a peek again at the cute little feller? I don't know where he is, actually. This is like the first time that he hasn't been in the studio. I think he's probably out there with Nova. But Naz is doing great. As everybody knows, he had to go to the doctor last week. And then I haven't been able to give you guys the update on Naz because I've been dropping so many music videos and so many things have been happening that I've needed to post about. I haven't been able to give you the update on Naz. So the update on Naz is we took him to the doctor because he had a lump on his butt. They did a biopsy of it to see if it was cancerous or what it was. And then we got the results a few days ago. It was not cancerous. It was just some sort of inflammation under the skin. Not a big deal. So Naz is totally okay. He's in good health. He's happier than he's ever been, which is really, really, really amazing. And I appreciate you asking, Elena. Thank you. Delaney Smith says, what is the first thing you want to do when you and Nova can go out again? I'm going to, there's this burger place that I love. It's called Umami Burger. And they make like a truffle hamburger with truffle fries and like this homemade ketchup and stuff. The first thing I'm doing when we can go back out is I'm going to eat. That's it. Melissa Troutman says, what was the significance of the face paint in Canceled? Yo, it's funny because I watched all the reaction videos to my video, Canceled, and everybody thought that the green face paint meant something different. Like some people thought it was a reference to the Mask movie. And some people like were digging on the internet about green face paint and came up with all these other theories and stuff. And the honest truth is not that cool of a story. I literally was just like, hey, I'm going to buy some green face paint off the internet and I'm going to smear it all over my face and rap this song. That was it. I bought some black lights because I wanted it to glow. It didn't glow the way that we wanted it to. The black lights weren't strong enough. The paint wasn't as high quality as it should have been. But I was like, fuck it. It looks cool. Put it in the video. I don't give a shit. So there wasn't really any significance other than I wanted to paint my fucking face and look like a weirdo in a music video. That's really it. Unfortunately, I wish I had a cooler story for you, but I don't. Carson West says, Tom, why don't you get a SpongeBob SquarePants tattoo? All my tattoos are black and white, and all my tattoos mean something to me. And I don't need SpongeBob on my skin, part of my body for the rest of my life. You know, I don't need that. Like, you know what? This is the weird thing about SpongeBob is like, I really like iconic characters. Like I like SpongeBob and Ronald MacDonald and Merlin and Dexter's Laboratory and Casper and Pikachu and shit like that. I just like really iconic pop culture characters. I think it's amazing that people can create them and that they catch on and they're so simple and it's just like a bubbly, colorful thing that just works and people fall in love with it and it just becomes this iconic symbol in pop culture. And that's why I like those things. But I don't watch like the Pokemon show. I don't watch SpongeBob. I don't fucking eat at McDonald's. Like I just like the characters and you know, the aura around those characters. So like I've really liked SpongeBob for a long time. I have a SpongeBob carpet in here as well. And then like one night I was laying in bed and Nova's like, have you ever actually seen SpongeBob? And I was like, oh yeah, I've seen like parts of SpongeBob. Like I've seen parts of episodes, but I've never like sat down and watched SpongeBob. And she's like, I don't think you'd like it. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I'd fucking like it. I like SpongeBob. I think he looks cool. I like the colors. I'd like the show. And she's like, I don't know. And I was like, put on an episode of SpongeBob. We'll watch it right now. So Nova finds an episode of SpongeBob, puts it on TV. Man, I watched that motherfucker for about like 2.5 minutes. And I was like, man, fuck SpongeBob. I'm never going to watch this piece of shit television show again. And that was the last time I watched it. But I still fuck with SpongeBob. I just like how iconic he is. And I think he just looks cool. But the show fucking sucks. So there you go. No SpongeBob tattoo for me. Rusty T. Reed says, think about doing these live videos on YouTube so we can support you financially through the super chat function. I just did an interview on YouTube the other day and there was like a super chat function. And I think that's really cool. And it's a great way for artists to make a couple extra bucks. But for me, it's like, I'm cool doing live streams here. I don't need to be making money off of answering people's questions. Like, I'm totally fine for that. Like, I was asked if I wanted some of the money from the super chat in the interview yesterday, and I just said, nah, just like keep it or donate it to a charity. I'm good. Like, I'm cool on that. So it's like, to me, it's like, I don't do VIPs at concerts. I think that's weird. I think charging people money to come see you perform is one thing, but charging people extra money to meet you or shake your hand or ask you a question, I think that is weird to me. I will never charge money for VIP meet and greets. I will always show up early to shows and meet everybody. I will always stay late at shows and meet everybody. I will always sign autographs, shake hands, and talk to people for free. I just cannot wrap my head around charging people for that. I would be disheartened if I was meeting my favorite artist and the only reason he even gives a shit about talking to me is because of monetary gain on his part. Like it's a fiscal transaction. That would weird me out. I wouldn't like that. So I just don't, it's not fair to do that to you guys after doing this for free for as long as we've done it. I'm not ready to start monetizing that right now. So I don't know. Maybe if people like express enough interest and really want to do the super chat thing, I'll do it to appease you guys, and then we can take all the money from the super chat and give it to like a mental health foundation for artists, or an addictions program, or underprivileged children or something. Maybe we can do that and donate the money to a charity of some sort, and that would be cool. Tony Wise says, if you still wrestled, who would be your dream match? And thanks for being cool with your fans. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, it's the least I could do. Dream match, if I was still a wrestler, there is no other answer. It's gotta be Steve Austin. It's gotta be Steve Austin. Steve Austin or nothing. And he's retired, and I'm pretty sure my whole goal right now is to just blow up big enough that Vince McMahon calls me and says, hey kid, I got a spot for you on this show. And then I can go get my little 5 minutes of fame in the WWE, which I've wanted to do since I was a small lad. So we got to get really famous here doing the music thing, and then we can get on to WWE TV, and I can lace up my boots and kick somebody's ass one last time, and then we'll get back here to rapping. That's the goal. Amber Lynn says, I love the knuckle tattoos. Can you explain why you chose to put those words there? So it says, fear only yourself. I got that when I was going through like a mental breakdown, because I truly do not remember being afraid of anything in my life to the level at which I was afraid of myself when I was having a mental breakdown. I learned when I was having that mental breakdown how powerful I am as a person. Not only how powerful I am for surviving that anguish and that turmoil and coming out the other side stronger and better than ever before, but I learned how powerful in a negative way I was. I was so powerful in my mind that I could actually destroy everything about myself in the small, like, what took me 27 years to build, I could destroy it in 9 months, no fucking problem. And that was terrifying. When you see everybody has a good side and a bad side, and it's great when your good side is strong, but when you find out that how powerful and how strong your bad side is, it's pretty scary. So that's what that was. Fear only yourself, and that's the knuckle tattoos, and that's why I got them. Jagger Bennett says, why would you not wrestle Bret Hart? I think Bret Hart's a whiny little bitch, and I'm not into it. Long and short of the thing. What else we got going on here? Bret Hart, please. Christina Bardine says, if you get your shot in the WWE, would you use No Good Bastards as your theme song? Yo, you heard it here first. There is like a pretty famous wrestler who's about to use No Good Bastards as his entrance music. And he's going to come out wearing a Hangover Gang shirt. And I'm going to be getting footage of him doing that. So when I get the footage of this top secret wrestler walking to the ring to No Good Bastards with the Hangover Gang shirt on, I'll post it here so everybody can see it, because it's going to be pretty cool. So I don't know if I would personally use No Good Bastards, but I would definitely use one of my songs. I'd have to. That would be part of the contract. Cool. You guys want me to wrestle here? I'm coming out to my own music. Amy Kelly says, was the video for Gravestones filmed at the Griffith Park Observatory? No, it was not. It was filmed at just a house in the hills. But I think you could see the Griffith Park Observatory like in the background, like up on the hill in the distance if you look close enough. Buddy Gray says, when you're touring and concerts come back, will you be bringing Brandon with you? Well, Buddy Gray, you've clearly never been to a Tom MacDonald show, because when I go on tour, I bring Brandon on every single tour. I bring Nova on every single tour. And the last tour I did, I brought my dad with me. So if you come to one of my shows, it's just like I said it in the song My Fans. My shows are literally a family reunion. It's me and all of you guys and my best friend and my girlfriend and my father. It's pretty freaking cool. It's pretty special. I don't know any other rappers that are touring with their girlfriend, their best friend, and their dad. But this guy does. So if you come to a show when concerts open back up and they're allowing us to tour again, not only will you see me, but you'll see my best friend Brandon Hart, and you'll see my girlfriend Nova Rockefeller, and there's a good chance that you're going to see my pops, because he's going to drive the tour bus, I think. Yo, listen to this backhanded compliment. No offense, but there hasn't been many rock songs coming out lately. Having said that, No Good Bastards still rocked. Like, dude, everybody just loves saying this shit. Like, well, that's cool that you got #1, bro, but, like, there hasn't been many rock songs coming out lately, so, bro, pull your fucking head out of your ass, okay? An independent artist who's a rapper just got #1 on the Billboard charts, okay? Do you know how many artists there are on planet Earth? Literally fucking tens, if not hundreds of millions. You know how many artists ever get onto the Billboard charts, period? Probably like fucking less than 1%. So like, you said you're a fan, and you said that you enjoyed the song, and I get it, and I appreciate that. But also, the little like backhanded compliment, eat fucking shit, bro. If it's so easy, and so few rock songs are coming out right now, I've been playing guitar for like 8 months. That song, No Good Bastards, that charted at #1 on Billboard, that's the first guitar riff I ever played, okay? I've been playing guitar for like 8 months. I got like 7 guitars. I'll fucking send you one of these motherfuckers. You can sit down in your house independently and record your own music and make your own beat and write your own song and shoot your own music video, and then you can release it on YouTube, and let's see how fucking well you do. My guy. Jericho Rain Lamb says, I am trying to quit smoking. Any advice? That's a tough one, man. Get the gum. Get the gum or get the patch. That's your best bet. Replace it. Replacement therapy. Like, when I quit drinking, when I quit being a retard and tried to like fix myself and put myself back together after my mental breakdown, I had to take all of my terrible, terrible habits, whether that was smoking or drinking or whatever the case may be, smoking weed, blah, blah, blah. I had to take all my terrible habits and I had to replace them with other good habits. So, you know, drawing, running, lifting weights, exercising, swimming, meditating, reading, blah, 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 blah. I've personally found in my experience, the best way to deal with bad habits is to replace them with good habits. So if you smoke or you drink or something, to me, it's like you need like a jump off point. And usually what that's been for me in the past is I'll get one of those like 30-day cleanses. And then I do the 30-day cleanse, eat the shit, drink the liquid, take the pills, whatever. Shit my fucking brains out for 30 days, get cleansed. And in that 30-day period, start exercising, running, lifting weights, blah, 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 reading, meditating, all that bullshit. And then by the end of 30 days, the cleanse is done and you've developed a bunch of new, good, healthy habits. And you're on your way, man. That's my best advice. Dewey Bishop says, will you give my wife, Christy, a shout out, please? Shout out to Dewey Bishop's wife, Christy. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. I'm just flipping through here. Carl Pizza says, Tom, you're bulking up. Do you work out every day? Yeah, this shirt's a little small on me, so you can't really tell. But I've put on, like, since quarantine started, I've probably put on, like, 20 pounds. I'm the heaviest that I've been in probably, like, 10 years right now. I'm like 180 no, I weighed myself last week. I was 194 pounds. That's fucking heavy for me. Like, I don't have a huge frame. So if you're packing like 194 pounds of 100% pure ass whooping onto my frame, you look jacked up. So, yeah. I just got a text message while we were doing this from Brandon Hart. Brandon Hart said that he's in the live stream. So shout out to Brandon. And I know my girlfriend is probably in the live stream too. So shout out to Nova. And I know that my folks are here because they're always here. So shout out to my mom and dad and possibly even my sister. If my sister's here, shout out to her. And if my grandma is here, shout out to her. You guys can tell we got a pretty close-knit family. I don't know how many rappers out there are doing live streams and their grandma and their mom and their dad and their sister and their best friend and their girlfriend and everybody's tuned in to watch a rapper talk shit about nothing for an hour. We got a pretty tight circle over here, my guy. Okay, what else we got going on? I'm just flipping through here. I guess this would be a good time for me to circle back one time really quickly and just say, brand new video drops this Friday, 9 a.m. Like I told you guys, this one is, out of all of the videos in this 3-week experience, this one is the most different. You're going to be able to tell literally the second I drop this artwork tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., you're going to be like, what the hell is this? Tom has never done a song like this before. You'll know the second you see it. So video drops Friday morning, 9 a.m. The artwork drops tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Join the Hangover Gang newsletter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Those links are pinned in the comments. Super easy to find. And when the live stream ends, I'll put them into the comments again. When you see my comment, give it a like. It'll push it further up in the feed, make it easier for other people to find. I'd appreciate it. Join the Hangover Gang newsletter. Subscribe to YouTube. What was I going to say? Oh, we opened up this live stream talking about No Good Bastards and how your guys' help did that song so much justice and got 7 Billboard charts, which that one kid said wasn't very impressive because there hasn't been any new rock songs lately. Come to a show and say that to me. We talked about No Good Bastards. I harassed you to go download and share church and stream church. So I just want to say one time really quick, when this video drops on Friday, like I've said, this is a completely different type of music for me. And I'm terrified at how it's going to do. I'm worried that people are going to hate it, and then they aren't going to watch it. They aren't going to share it. They aren't going to download it. They aren't going to stream it. They're just going to hate it and tell me how much they hate it. And then I'm going to have to read comments for 3 days of people telling me that this song sucks. So please, you guys know how important it is. The proof's in the pudding at this point in time. You saw the Billboard charts. You see that the church is at 2.5 million views in 5 days or whatever it is. You know how much your help actually helps. It works. So when you see this new video drop, please share it like crazy people. Post it on your Facebooks. Post it on your Instagrams. Post it on your TikToks. Post it on your Twitters. Post it on your YouTube communities. Post it everywhere you can. Share it everywhere. Send it to your friends. Put it in your stories. Anything you can do with this new video on Friday, I would appreciate the hell out of it. I don't know if I can deal with a song doing terrible at this point in time. So, and it's the last video of our 3-week experience. It's the last slice of cherry pie that I'm going to give you before we go back to apple pie. And trust me, I've been baking up some apple pie that is going to freaking blow your minds. So share the new video on Friday at 9 a.m. I'll jump back into the comments right now and do some more questions. Amanda Thiel says, no, please, I'm loving cherry pie. Can you please do more in the future? I'll absolutely do more cherry pie in the future. I have some secrets about the cherry pie that you guys don't even know yet, that go beyond the video that's dropping on Friday. So I'll give you guys more information about the cherry pie when it's time. So just stay tuned, because I know I've told you guys that I have 3 surprises, and one was No Good Bastards, and one was church, and the 3rd surprise is this video that I'm dropping on Friday. But, and don't go telling everybody this, but I have more surprises than that. At least 2 more surprises. So, just stay tuned. Nicole DeMille says, my 12-year-old son is a huge fan. Can you give a shout out to Aaron in Ohio? Shout out to Aaron in Ohio. If you're watching this, your ma asked me to give you a shout out, and shout out to you, brother. Kelvin Lapierre says, How cool is it shooting and making music with Nova and your best friend? Honestly, dude, Kelvin, it is the most rewarding experience in my career thus far. And I've made lots of music with my girlfriend, Nova, and my best friend, Brandon, over the years. I've made tons of music with them. When we were all growing as artists and sort of coming up together and fighting our way through the ranks. And we made a lot of shitty music. And a lot of music that you know, we might not want to put out into the world. So I'm just really happy that we've arrived at a point now where everybody has sort of honed their craft and fine-tuned their ability. And we can make music together now that we can put out into the world. And I've sort of been the one who's got the platform now. And I've blown up. And it just feels really cool to grab my girlfriend and grab my best friend and pull them into the spotlight with me, and just share that stage for a little while. And it's literally the most rewarding thing ever is going to be placing that billboard plaque into their hands. I just absolutely can't wait. That's going to be the crowning jewel of my accomplishments of these last few years. I'm so excited. Nova's going to cry. Brandon's probably going to cry. And I just can't wait to laugh at them while they're crying. And it's going to be a great moment for me. I just saw somebody say, I hope that the song on Friday is not country. The song on Friday is not country, okay? I can tell you that much. It's not a country record. What do we got going on here? Shane Edmonds says, in the interview with Officer Tatum, you said the world shook and reality seemed to break during the breakdown. Was that around the year of 2016? That was a huge year for certain people. I'm not exactly sure. I don't recall which year that I had the breakdown, but 2016, 2017 is probably about right. I'll have to look into that for you. Okay. Carol Reed says, what would be the music that moves you? I listen to a lot of classic rock from the 70s. I listen to a lot of post-rock from the 2000s. And I listen to a lot of alt-rock from the 90s. I guess that's the stuff that moves me, is the stuff that I grew up on, the stuff that was introduced to me from my dad and from my mom. So I guess, yeah, all different types of music move me. I think that's like one of the great things about music, is that it doesn't have to be a particular genre or a particular artist. Music as a whole is just kind of powerful. So, you know, I've been moved by a lot of stuff, by pop music, rock music, rap music, grunge, classic rock, orchestral, R&B, like the blues. Like, music is just has that innate ability to affect people. So I don't know if I've ever been moved more by one genre than any other, to be completely honest. Matt Miner says, were you in an actual church, and how long have you been friends with Brandon? So Matt is referencing the last music video, Church. No, we weren't in a church. We built that entire set inside of our house. I built the confession booth out of plywood, a picture frame, and a metal grate. And then we did the stained glass window with some stickers that we just stuck on the window in the living room. And then I bought the neon cross and mounted it to the wall, and then put all those other crosses all over the wall. In the scenes where I was laying on the carpet, I bought a brown carpet and just laid on the floor. I was shining a spotlight in through the window, so the spotlight was on my face. Since this whole quarantine pandemic fucking abomination has happened, For those of you that have been around for a little while here, like, you guys know that my girlfriend, Nova, has really, 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 really bad asthma. So about like maybe 2 years ago, Nova got a regular cold and ended up in the hospital for like a week and a half, and it cost like 50 grand. And that, or maybe that was like 4 years ago now. And at that time, like, we were living literally in the ghetto. We had no money. We could barely pay rent, couldn't afford our groceries. Like, you guys have heard the story about running an extension cord from my fridge out the window into my neighbor's garage so I could plug in the fridge when our power got cut off. Like, it was gnarly. And we actually had to make a GoFundMe 4 years ago so that we could pay Nova's hospital bills from going to the hospital with that cold. So because of that, because of how sensitive Nova is and how weak her sort of respiratory system is, we can't be taking any chances. We can't be putting Nova at risk. We can't be shooting on music video sets with 20, 30 people like we usually do and getting our friends to come out and hiring extras and blah, 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 blah. So these last like probably 6 or 7 music videos we've done all here. I was a carpenter for a long time before I was a musician. I was swinging hammers on the oil rigs. I was building commercial homes as a framer, or I was building residential homes as a framer. I was building commercial buildings as a general contractor. And I worked way up north in Canada on the oil rigs and building overflow camps and working for ATCO up there. So I have a lot of tools and shit. And I have the skills that I gained from that trade. So I build all the music video sets from scratch. Nova films them on her camera and edits them and colors them and blah, 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 blah. So, no, it was not an actual church. It was homemade. It was a DIY project. I built it. And there you go. I'm just flipping through your guys' comments here. Give me like 1 second. Oh God. Jay Stone says, Tom, please answer me. You told me that I won in a comment and my parents told me I can't get the money just in case it was a scam and I'm sad. Well, Jace, your parents steered you in the right direction because contrary to what you believe, I didn't tell you that you won anything in a comment. Some guy in fucking Zimbabwe or Nigeria or some other fucking country on the other side of the planet was pretending to be me, and he actually told you that you won something. And thank God for your parents thinking better of that, because you would have just been another person getting scammed on the internet, giving a stranger your credit card number. Dude, I can't believe we have to talk about this again. Every single live stream I tell people, stop giving strangers on the internet your banking information. I shouldn't even have to tell anybody that one time. The fact that I have to still tell people that every single fucking live stream is mind-blowing to me. Who are you people out there in the world perusing through cyberspace, handing out your banking information to a bunch of fucking strangers? That's nuts. Fucking crazy. Anyways, I spend like at least an hour a day blocking and banning all of these fake Tom MacDonald pages and fake Hangover Gang pages and stuff. I have one page. This is it. That's all. And I don't message people. I don't have contests. I don't need your credit card information. Like, so that's it. And I've noticed this lately. Like, there was a time like last week or a couple weeks ago where there was like 50, 60 fake profiles a day. Like a lot. Like the second I banned one or blocked one, they made another one. And it was just going. But I stayed on top of it, and I would just ban and block and ban and block and ban and block for hours until they stopped making new profiles. And I noticed this week, is there a lot less scammers on the page this week? Can somebody tell me if that's an accurate observation? Because I said to Nova today, it seems like there's a lot less scammers out here lately. Like, I think that, like, they've become disheartened because I'm such a psycho that I'll sit here for 2 hours and block and ban every single one of them. And I do it all the time on a consistent basis. And now they're just like, yo, it's not even worth it. We try to scam 2,000 people. We maybe get 1 or 2 successful scams out of that. And then by the time we get 1 or 2, Tom's blocked us and we have to make 10 more profiles. So I think maybe I've beaten them down to such a level where they're just like, fuck, let's go scam somebody else. And they've moved on to the next guy's page. I don't know. That's the impression I'm getting. You guys let me know if you've been noticing that less scammers. I'm just flipping through here. Haley Marie says, would you guys come perform in Canada when COVID is over? Abso-frickin-lutely. When COVID is done and it is safe for Nova and I to go out into the world, man, like, we are going to tour America and we're going to tour Canada. We're not going to stop until we see every single one of you guys, shake every single hand, take every single photo, autograph every single CD. Like, it's really weird, man. Like, I feel like since COVID happened, and don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to be in this position. I'm grateful to be making music for a living. But the best part of our job has been taken away. And that's going on the road and meeting you guys and shaking hands and hearing the stories and performing. Without that aspect of being a musician, you're pretty much just stuck rhyming words in your phone all day and recording songs and shooting music videos, which is fun, but it's just not the same as getting out there and meeting the people and shaking the hands and kissing the babies and doing the whole thing, you know? So when we are able to get back on the road, I promise you, we're going to see you guys in Canada. We're going to see everybody across the states, and we're going to rage. It's going to be good. Laura Johnson says, do you plan on getting a haircut, or do you always plan to have long hair? I mean, I plan on having long hair for now. It took this long to grow the fucking thing out. Like, I've told this story before, but I don't tell it often, and I haven't told it in a while, but I gave myself, like, an accidental haircut, like, oh, shit, it must have been, like, 5 years ago now. Like, you guys can see that there's blonde in the bottom. It used to be all blonde, but it's grown out, and I haven't dyed it in a while, but shit, like, 5 years ago, I decided that I wanted to dye my hair blonde, and I bought, like, a box of bleach from the Target or the Walmart or whatever it was, and I brought it home, and I put all the bleach in my hair, and my hair was, like, about down to here. Like, it wasn't quite as long as it is now, but it was, like, mid-cheek level. So I put all the bleach and the hair dye in it, and I was reading the box, and it said, like, leave it in for 20 minutes or whatever. But I'd self-dyed my hair, like, a lot of times in the past, and when you leave it in for 25 minutes, it doesn't go, like, blonde. It goes, like, orange or, like, this deep yellow, you know? So I was like, okay, fuck it. It says leave the bleach in for 25 minutes. I'm going to leave it in for an hour so it goes really blonde. So I'm sitting on the couch playing video games, whatever the fuck I was doing. An hour goes by and I'm like, oh, I should go wash this shit out of my hair. I get in the shower, turn it on. I'm standing underneath the shower, running my hands through my hair. And I literally just start ripping out clumps of my hair. Like, my hair is just tearing apart. Like, it's all stuck together, like it's melted together, and I'm pulling it out, and it's just breaking in half, and I just have handfuls of hair, and I'm like, oh, fuck, what have I done? So then I stopped touching my hair and just let it run under the water until all the shit was out of it, and then I took canola oil and soaked my head in canola oil and wrapped it in saran wrap and went to bed. And it didn't save It didn't save all my hair, but it saved some of it. That's the last time I got a real haircut. Well, I guess not a real haircut, a really terrible, accidental, fucking terrible haircut. But that's the last time I got a haircut. Okay. Angela Salas says, what was the career you thought about having when you were a child? Was it always rap? No, it wasn't always rap. I've talked about this a few times, but my career choices were always like outlandish and not easily attainable. I think the first thing I ever wanted to be was Batman. And then I wanted to be an astronaut. And then I wanted to be a pro wrestler. And then I wanted to be a rapper. So I went from superhero to astronaut to pro wrestler to rapper. I've never had a realistic career choice ever in my life, which is pretty crazy. And thank God things worked out the way they did, because being a carpenter was cool. Nothing wrong with a good old carpenter, but your boy is not built to be swinging a hammer 365 days a year through the rain and through the snow and in the blazing hot sun. I just hated it. I hated it so much. So just thank God, or thank my lucky stars that things worked out the way they did, because I mean, you wouldn't want this guy building your house. I might be able to build a music video set or two, but that's the thing. When I'm building my music video sets, I'm building something that I own, so I give a shit about it. But when I was a carpenter and I was building other people's shit, and I resented the fact that I had to swing a hammer all day so much, I wasn't trying that hard out there on the job site. That's all I can say. You don't want this guy building your house. So it worked out for me, and it worked out for all the homeowners out there who don't want a fucking idiot building their houses for them. What we got going on here? Chad Somerville says, do you have a deal for albums and t-shirts? Yeah, if you go to hangovergang.com, that's where all the autographed albums are. There's a bunch of like different combos. You can get 1 CD or the 2 CD bundle, or 3 CDs, or all 4 of my CDs, or 2 CDs and a t-shirt, or blah, blah, blah. There's tons of combos. So you just have to go over to hangovergang.com and check that out for yourself, brother. Nicole Christopher says, will your new solo album have the songs you have recently done in the past 6 months? So that's a good question, Nicole. I'm just going to answer it like this. My new solo album, will definitely have all the songs from the last 6 months. The Fake Wokes and the Clown Worlds and the Best Rapper Evers and all of those big songs that you're probably referring to. All of those songs will be on my solo album. But there may or may not be another album dropping before my solo album, which will have a bunch of other songs on it. That's all I can say. I've already let too much of the cat out of the bag. Robin George was, what was the inspiration or driving factor for the song I'm Sorry? So if you guys know the song I'm Sorry, you know that she's referring to that song where I sort of started out apologizing for things. I apologize for dissing somebody. I apologize for some controversial things that I'd said in music. I was apologizing for a lot of different things that people were sort of mad at me for at that time. But then all of a sudden the song switches and it's pretty much just like, fuck you, I'm not apologizing for anything. And I mean, that's really what the inspiration was. Like, I'm going to make the music that I make. I'm going to say the things that I say. And I'm going to stand on that. I'm not here to apologize. I don't fucking say I'm sorry. Unless it's in the song I'm Sorry and I'm literally just trolling everybody that wants me to apologize for shit. So that was the inspiration. Okay, I'm just looking through here. Ruth Sorge says, do the words and ideas for songs come to you easily? Do you ever get writer's block? This is the thing. I talked to my friend the other day about writer's block because he was experiencing it. And like, this is the thing. When you want to write music, when you sit down to write music, if you want to be doing it, you won't have writer's block because you want to be doing it and clearly you have something to say. If you're looking at writing as some sort of job or a necessary part of your occupation and you're sitting down to write when you don't want to write and you don't have something to say, then you're going to have writer's block. I don't think that writer's block is a real thing. You either have something to say or you don't have something to say. I don't sit down to write music when I don't have anything to say. If I got some shit I need to get off my chest, I sit down and write music. So I don't have writer's block. I've never once in my life had something to say and wanted to write music and then sat down and have not been able to say it. So I think writer's block is just like a fiction of a figment of our imagination. It's like if you sit down and you try to write something and you can't, it's because you don't have anything to say. You're not supposed to be writing music right now. Get up, put the pen and paper away, and go fucking do something else. And next time when you feel like you have something to say, pick up the pen and the paper again and you'll say it. That's really it. George Axe, this is the first time anybody's ever asked me this. George Axe says, I'm just curious, I think it's awesome, but why did you and Nova name the female dog a male name? So, Nova's dog is a lady dog, and her name is Bruce. And I have no fucking idea why that dog's name is Bruce. I sure as hell didn't name that dog. That was Nova's fucking handiwork. But at the time, I think what was happening was Nova was just rescuing mass amounts of dogs from the street because she lived in a neighborhood where a neighborhood that I would end up living in. And essentially, like, that's where we got Naz. We rescued Naz off the street because the neighborhood that we were living in had a dog shelter in the neighborhood. And then the dog shelter got shut down. And then people kept dropping off their pets at the dog shelter, even though it was closed. People would like roll up to the shelter with like a cardboard box full of dogs or cats and just leave it at the front door. And nobody would ever come get those animals because it was closed. It was shut down. So then those dogs and cats would end up being homeless and trying to survive in our neighborhood. And Nova would find them all the time. And, hold on. So Nova would save all of these animals and stuff. And she would just name them all Bruce. She would name all her dogs Bruce. Constantly. So there was like 10 dogs at one point named Bruce. There was boy Bruces, girl Bruces, old Bruces, fat Bruces, skinny Bruces, baby Bruces. There was tons of Bruces. And then she'd rehome them and find people to rehome the dogs and blah, 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 blah. So that is the long and short of why we have a girl dog with a boy name. What do we got going on here? Stephanie Harold says, love your music, Tom. What's the best advice you can give to somebody just starting out? People ask me this all the time. I give the same answer every single time. And I'm not trying to sound cliche, and I'm not trying to sound like a broken record. But the best advice is this, is ask yourself a real simple question. Why are you making music? If you answered you're making music to help yourself, or you're making music to help other people, those are the only two acceptable answers. If you answered because you want to be rich, because you want to be popular, because you want to have a nice car, because you want to have a big house, because you want to be the cool guy or the cool girl at the party, if you answered any of those things, stop fucking making music immediately and fuck off, because we have enough people who are making music to be cool and be rich and be famous. And those people are not real artists. Those people are manufactured dumbasses. So, if you're making music for one of the two reasons that I first noted, to help yourself or to help other people, continue making music. If you've passed that round of vetting, the best thing that you can do is be authentic to yourself. Like when I was starting out and I made music about guns and drugs and girls and clothes and money and cars and houses and blah, 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 blah. There was no reason for me to be talking about that. I was telling other people's story. I was imitating my favorite artists. I was a young kid and that was my mistake. So if you're going to, my best advice to you is to be authentic, be true to yourself. In a world full of lies, deceit, and bullshit these days, it's really easy to cut through all that fat with the truth. People gravitate towards what's real. People gravitate towards the truth. So be that. Be true to you, be real to you, and the rest of the story will write itself. That's the best advice I can give. Sam Adler says, what was your first tattoo? Sam Adler, unfortunately, my first tattoo is this shitty one on my forearm that says passion. I was a pro wrestler at the time. I was like 16 or 17 years old. Apparently, I was super fucking passionate about pro wrestling, and that's the bottom line. Amy Furlong says, what kind of milk do you prefer? Whole milk, 2%, almond milk, etc. I mean, it's all good. We got almond milk. We got chocolate almond milk. We got whole milk. We don't have any 2%. I keep telling Nova to get 2% milk. I guess I'm like some sort of milk connoisseur. I'm like one of those people that collects wines from 30 years ago, but I collect milk that's only good for the next 7 days. I don't really have a favorite kind of milk, but I have a wide variety of kinds. Amanda Givens says, seriously, how do you sign all of those CDs? Will it ever become too much? Honestly, Amanda, it's too much right now. I don't even know how I sign all those CDs. I sit down on the couch, I put something on TV, I grab stacks and stacks and stacks and boxes of albums, and I will autograph my name over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until literally my back's seizing up and I can't do it any longer. But I don't know, like at some point in time, yeah, it's going to stop. I almost stopped doing it a few weeks ago, but I just pushed through it because part of my thing is, because I'm independent, I make all my own beats, shoot all my own videos, release all my own music. There's no label manager, blah, 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 blah. It's me, my girlfriend, and it's you guys. So when I make an album and the videos are getting 10 million views and things are going well, like I want to be able to autograph an album and hold it in my hand and then give it to you guys. And then it's truly from my hands to yours. I want you to be able to hold that album and look at it and be like, yo, I helped do this. I helped make this album. Tom MacDonald's an independent artist. I'm somebody that supports him. He couldn't have made this album without me. I feel like the least that I can do is autograph that thing, put it in the mail, pack it up, and send it to your houses myself. It is definitely the most difficult, painstaking part of my job as it stands right now. But I feel like it's the least I could do. And I want to continue doing it for as long as I can. I'm just flipping through here, looking for questions. Susan Finley says, have you ever thought about doing a tour in Scotland? I've never thought about doing a tour in Scotland, but Scotland is on my list of places that I desperately want to go. I want to go Scotland, Sweden, Switzerland. Yeah, so Scotland's on my list. You know, I haven't put in the necessary time, energy, or legwork to make that tour possible. But at some point in time, I will come see you in Scotland, I promise. Okay, what else we got going on here? Jesse Call says, would you be willing sometime to show us behind the scenes of your music videos or studio? That would be awesome. Yes, Nova and I have started filming a lot of behind the scenes stuff because I get on here and talk about the process a lot. You guys know that we do everything ourselves and we release our own music, design our own merch, sign, pack, label, send all the CDs, produce the music, shoot the videos, blah, blah, blah. You guys know that we do that fully independently. But I've never shown it to you guys. I've just told you about it because I've always assumed that that's a really boring process. Who would ever want to watch that? But somebody pointed out the other day, like, hey, it would be cool if you did a documentary on what it's like putting together a video or what it's like putting together an album. And we thought that was a great idea. So we've started filming stuff. And I have no idea what that's going to turn into, when it's going to turn into something that we release, if it ever does. But if and when it does, you'll see it. So, yes, we've definitely thought about that. A lot of people asking where I got the spiked jacket from Clown World. Plus, I posted a photo in the spiked jacket today with like a bald head and all the spikes on the leather jacket. It's actually hanging in the closet like right here. I ordered it online. I think I got it on Etsy or something. And it was shipped here from like some weird place. Like the guy hand makes all of them. Like he hand makes every single spike. And like the jackets didn't start out looking like that. It was a regular leather jacket. All the spikes you see, there were these flat studs. Like flat metal studs all over it. And I said to the guy, hey, take all those flat studs and replace them with like 2-inch spikes. That's the jacket I want. And then he was like, okay, cool. And he made it and then shipped it here. So I found the guy on Etsy though. Missy Nicholson says, Tom, would you consider doing a video with Elton John? Well, I would absolutely consider doing a video with Elton John. That'd probably be the biggest thing that ever happened to me in my life. I'm not sure if Elton John would consider doing a music video with me. I don't know if you have a personal relationship with Elton, but if you have his phone number and you can shoot him a text and ask him if that's something that he'd be into, I would support that. I actually went to go see Elton John with my sister probably like 10 years ago. Incredible show. Elton John is one of the greatest of all time, hands down. Melissa Troutman says, what was the last thing you ordered for personal reasons on Amazon? I can't tell you that because then I'd be giving away some videos and stuff that I have coming up. Because I do a lot of prop shopping online. So I can't tell you what my last purchase was, or I'm just gonna accidentally blow my next video out of the water. So Taylor Martin says, how are you doing today, brother? I'm doing good today, brother. Thank you for asking. Had a good workout this morning. Jumped in the pool for about like 20 minutes. It's the first time in like 3 weeks that I was able to get in the pool because the weather was not permitting. So I'm doing well, man. I really appreciate you asking. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Mohammed Dimax says, how did you come up with your unique style of rapping? I never thought about that. I didn't really realize that I did have a unique style of rapping. I guess it's because I don't really listen to much music at all. Like, I don't really listen to, I say that I listen to like classic rock and post rock and alt rock and rap and stuff when I listen to music. But the fact is, I don't listen to a lot of music, period. I listen to podcasts when I'm working out. I listen to podcasts when I'm sleeping and when I wake up in the morning. I listen to a lot of podcasts and I just work nonstop. Work. So it doesn't leave a lot of time for me to just sit around and listen to music. Plus, I spend so much time of my own working on music that it's like, I think if you work on movie sets all day, the last thing that you want to do when you get home is watch a movie, probably. I work on music so often that the last thing that I want to do is sit around and listen to other people's music. So I just don't. So maybe that's why my rapping is quote unquote unique, because I'm not influenced by a vast number of other artists, because I just don't listen to that much music. That's probably the best explanation I could give you. And that's just a guess, honestly. Okay. Haley Lawn says, can you be an officiant at my wedding? I would literally have a heart attack. People ask me to do weddings all the time, perform at weddings or officiate at weddings and stuff. And I just like don't think that that's like a good idea. Like, can you just imagine it's a wedding, it's beautiful, the bride and the groom are there, each side of their family has come together for this, what's supposed to be the most magical day of their lives. And Tom MacDonald shows up and starts screaming, they so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. That does not sound like a good time. Maybe the bride and groom are fans and they dig it, but there's going to be someone on one or both sides of their family, whether it's an auntie, an uncle, a cousin, a grandpa, a grandma, a stepmom, a stepdad, nephews. Somebody's going to be fucking pissed off. And you don't want anybody pissed off at your wedding. So unfortunately, I'd have to turn that request down. I've never accepted a wedding invite before. I just can't do it. The next wedding I go to is probably going to be my own. And I don't know when that's going to happen, so don't ask. Jeez Louise. Okie dokie, guys. I don't know. I feel like I could sit here all night and chat with you. We've been here for like an hour and a half, so I'm going to wind it down here. Brand new video drops this Friday at 9 a.m. Brand new video this Friday, 9 a.m. The artwork drops tomorrow at 9 a.m. If you want to know what the song's about, if you want to know who's on the song, if anyone, if you want to know what the video is going to look like, what kind of vibes we're dealing with, meet me here tomorrow at 9 a.m. for when I drop the artwork. The next day is Friday at 9 a.m. I'm dropping the last music video in our 3-week experience. The most different music video out of the 3. Incredibly different, kind of weird. I hope you don't hate it as much as I think you might hate it. I love it. I can't wait to give it to you guys. That's Friday morning at 9 a.m. My links are in the comment section. If you want to join the Hangover Gang newsletter and get early access to the video, do that. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn your notifications on, and they'll notify you when the video drops. Do that. Please, pretty please, continue watching and sharing the church video and downloading it everywhere that you download music. Stream it for free. All of that stuff helps the Billboard charts. We got a Billboard plaque coming for me, Nova, and Brandon for No Good Bastards. I would just be beyond proud to get a Billboard plaque for church, considering what that song's about and how many people it's helped and the impact it's had and how powerful it's been, it would be really amazing to get that billboard plaque for church. So please keep watching it and sharing it, downloading it wherever, and streaming it. It'd mean the world. Be ready with your YouTube fingers on Friday morning at 9 a.m. to share the hell out of this brand new video. I'd appreciate it. Hangover Gang, once again, I'm sure is going to show the internet and the music industry what it is, what exactly it is that we're made out of. I can't wait. So I hope you guys had fun tonight, man. I always have a blast with you guys, especially during the pandemic with Nova's health conditions and us not being able to go out and see our friends. It's like I see you guys online more than I've seen other actual human beings in real life for the past year. So I feel like you guys are like my best friends right now. And I love you guys so much. I'm glad we can do this. I hope you had a good time, man. Appreciate you tuning in. It truly means the world. So till next time, it's Hangover Gang forever, baby. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Stay strong, stay smart, stay healthy. Be well, everybody. I love you so much. Treat one another with respect. New video Friday morning at 9 a.m. Till then, peace.